Hello you guys, happy Saturday. I just spontaneously decided to start a vlog now, so cheers, happy Saturday. I have a hot cup of tea. I just filmed the intro for my cozy fantasy reading vlog because that's going up tomorrow and I didn't have an intro, and I honestly was like, this is just the perfect backdrop to start a vlog, so welcome. It's currently 1 o'clock. Y'all know the drill. I got coffee with my mom this morning, and then while I'm in the city I try and get some errands done, so I went to the thrift store, which I have such a good thrift haul to share with you guys, and I picked up some plants because I felt like our house needed some greenery. And I have previously said before, I'm not a plant girl, but I'm hoping people can change. And the issue is I'm not a plant girl, I just kill plants. So I got some plants that were like low caring, Matt's home, low need to care for, and I'm really excited. I think it'll just kind of like help spruce up the library and stuff. I'm not too sure how much I'm gonna vlog today, and I honestly don't really know what's going on the rest of the weekend. We are having dinner at my mom's tomorrow for her birthday. We're having spaghetti. I just like love a Sunday night dinner at my parents' house, but other than that, there's not really too much happening. What? You got me something? I got you something. No. Well, I got you a tweet. Okay, 1 sec, I'm coming. 1 second, I'm vlogging. Matt said he has a treat for me. I'm coming to get my tweet. What is it? What is it? Oh my God. What's that? Oh my God.
It was the last one of the other Red Bull ones, and I saw this one.
Oh my goodness, that is a good treat.
That is a good treat.
That is a good treat.
I was like, oh my God, his retirement from, I was like, I have to get it. We need to get it. He's got all of them. I mean, it's got like our boy George, but
that's
whatever.
Fine. Well, he's not really our boy.
And they got Nico, but
oh, and he's got Botas.
But I was like, I had to get it. Look at it. Look at the cars. 44 right there, and that should be number 44 as well. And then
here are my plants. I got I think this is a pothos. Yeah, these two are pothos, and then this is an ivy. And I'm really excited. I want to, well, maybe hang them. I'm not sure. I really wanted one for the, maybe I can take this out. I wanted one for the, maybe. That's like some good greenery. Talk to you guys in literally hours. I will update you on everything we did tomorrow because it's dark now, but we just got A&W for dinner. Just kidding. Oh. Where is it? Bro.
Is that yours?
Presentation? There's no sauce on half of it. Yeah, on one side. Do you see that other side? Yeah. Okay, I got a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, except they only decided to put the, babe, what the fuck? Look at this. Not a hot chicken sandwich, that's just a chicken sandwich. But that's okay. I'm gonna put Chick-fil-A sauce on it or something. morning, you guys. Happy Monday. This was originally supposed to be a weekend vlog, and now it's just kind of turned into like a few days home vlog because let me tell you guys, the vibes were not high in the house this weekend, so that's why I didn't film. It wasn't a bad weekend. There was just like moments, and it just wasn't the weekend to vlog. You know what I mean? Especially when you're like moving furniture and stuff around. Like, I'm not gonna be like, can we stop? Can I set up the camera so we can like take a clip? Like, I'm just never gonna be that person. So anyways, I didn't end up vlogging too much this weekend at all, but obviously you guys would have seen the clips that I did. We were both feeling very testy, and we were both a little, you know, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. We were a little cranky, and then we ended up having family dinner at my parents' on Sunday anyway, so it was just kind of like a chaotic weekend. But I just want you guys to remember that especially relationships on social media are such a highlight reel, because if you think about it, how conducive is it to share me bickering with Matt online, or like me mad at Matt and me just like crap talk him online? Like, that's not conducive to any relationship. And there's things that I'll always keep private like that, my family and my friends. And so I just want to share that because I get so many comments, and it honestly sometimes makes me not like sad, but like no relationship is perfect. And I get comments being like, wow, your relationship is amazing and great. And our relationship is great, but we obviously bicker and argue like any other couple would. And you know, in my years of therapy, I've learned that it's okay to argue and bicker as long as you do it in a healthy way. Anyways, that's where I was this weekend. We just, yeah, I don't know. There was something in the air this weekend in the household, if you know what I mean. But happy Monday. It is currently about 8 o'clock. I got up around 7 and I made myself a tea because I woke up feeling really anxious this morning, but it's because I had a night terror last night, and I typically don't really ever get my body out of that fight or flight stage. Like, I was kind of up the rest of the night tossing and turning. So I'm starting my day off with tea, and then I'll probably have coffee in a little bit, but I don't like to put caffeine like right in my system when I wake up. I like to kind of wait it out. And usually if I'm having anxiety related to a night terror, it'll kind of subside in the next few hours once my body realizes like I'm in a safe place. So I just took it super slow this morning, and I started Clockwork Prince. I finished Clockwork Angel last night. I'll give you guys a review. It was so freaking good. I'm so excited to continue with the series. But we did a ton around the house this weekend that I'm excited to show you guys. I don't like being that person. Like, I'd rather take you guys along for a project than show you when it's done. But obviously it was just not the weekend to vlog, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. We did some big things, you guys, and I really, really love it. But we don't need groceries or anything, which is nice. So I don't really have to do any like weekly reset tasks, and I just kind of want to chill. As you guys know, I kind of have like a new work schedule, so I'll probably work for a few hours this morning. And I'm thinking of revamping my work schedule. I work right now Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, but I was saying to Matt last night that I feel like everything kind of happens, like I feel like I should log in Mondays and Fridays because it's the beginning and end of a week. So I think I'm going to change my work schedule and work like, I don't know, whatever I want to that week. I changed my automatic replies to just say that I worked part-time. Like, I didn't specifically say the days. Like, it used to say like I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Work a little bit Monday and Friday as well. So I think I'm gonna work Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays now, because I feel like it's better for me to have days off during the week, or a new week, everyone's getting on their computers and stuff. Like, I could work Monday or Friday. I don't think I need to do both, but like I either need to work like at the end of the week or the beginning of the week. I feel like the beginning of the week is better. So maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays I have to work because that's when we have rounds and I coordinate those. So I'm thinking that's like my new schedule, because I always end up working a little bit Monday or Friday anyways. And so if I have a day off on Tuesday, like no one's really, there's not really that much going on a Tuesday. So I could like always have that day off, because I feel like I've been really bad lately of, I don't mind working a few hours here and there, but I don't want to get back into the habit. Like, I was in this habit last year of just working like the whole day Monday, and then it kind of like, the reason I went part-time is so that I could focus more on YouTube and not be so stressed and have a better work-life balance. But then if I'm just working my corporate job, I'm not really helping myself with YouTube. So I think I'm going to try that out for February. I think that would be a good idea. Anyways, welcome to take 2 of this vlog. Hi guys, hello. I just got ready for the day. I got dressed somewhat, and then I did a little bit of makeup. I have not gotten ready in like days, just because I've been giving my skin a break just with winter and the dryness and all that kind of stuff. I've got one friend on my face that like has not wanted to leave for like 2 weeks. It's not red anymore. It's just like, it's just a bump, and the bumps just like, they irk me, you know? But I will never take for granted my skin ever again, because if you guys were here last year, you know. You know, and if you're new, I got off my IUD and got on tretinoin at the same time. Yeah, it was fun. It was a really fun first 5 months of 2023. Anyways, but if I seem a little bit off now, it's because my mom just texted me that my sister's in the hospital. So I do best like keeping my mind busy, so I'm just gonna keep doing stuff around the house. But if I seem off suddenly, that's kind of why I feel like a little anxious. But it's not really like productive for me to be there. If my parents were there, Matt's at work so he can go see her, and Emerge is already so crowded to begin with. Like there's no point in me going to just sit and wait around for hours. A very Neil coded from the Santa Claus outfit. I just like I love this cardigan so much. And yeah, but I wanted to give you guys the like room swaps that we did. So if you guys are new here, since like November, my fiance and I sold our condo in the city and we moved back to the countryside. Well, I'm from the countryside, Matt's from the city, and we bought this 100-year-old house. We love it so much. The land is actually, we're still trying to get some like historical info on it, but our land was bought in the 1890s and then it was turned into a duplex. So the staircase would have been like the common area, so it would have been upstairs and downstairs, which a lot of like historical houses in our town were duplexes, which is really, really cool. That's why we have like 2 meters, we had 2 furnaces at one point and all that kind of stuff. And so that's like a little bit about our house. But older houses tend to have like a bit of an interesting layout. They don't have a lot of storage or closets, and they often have like a really long formal sitting room, and they obviously have like a front room too. And this room, or this house, was a lot more closed concept, but not the previous owner, but the one before that, so 2 owners ago, they knocked down a lot of walls. But all that to say, if you've been watching the vlogs, you kind of like know the layout of the house somewhat, or the rooms at least. And when we moved in, I really wanted to have our dining room next to the kitchen where our living room was, but we just like could not find a way to make it work because our dining room is very long, and we have 2 entrances and 2 windows, and then we also have a door. With our couch, because we have like a 3-seater couch, we couldn't find a way to make it work. And then this weekend I looked at Matt and I was like, Matt, I need to rearrange the house. I don't know if anyone can relate, but as a kid, this is where my anxiety, like I could probably tell I had anxiety. I rearranged my room at like the slightest inconvenience of my life because it's something I had control over. And so I was like always rearranging my room. Like my parents would just hear me like pulling the bed, scratching the floors, you know? So we rearranged the house and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So just a heads up, obviously, like it's not finished, it's not complete. We literally did this weekend. We haven't really left the house. I haven't like bought anything. So there's definitely some things missing or some things I want to change out, but just keep that in mind. We literally just did this. I haven't had time to like get new things or like, you know, put photos up and stuff yet, but I'm so excited. Let me share it with you guys. Instead of our living room, we have the dining room, which is what we wanted originally. And I just love it so much. I think it fits the space so well. But for now, we just have this lovely Facebook Marketplace table that Matt bought like 5 years ago when he moved out for the first time. And honestly, it does the job. I don't hate it when I have a tablecloth on it, so we're gonna make do for now. We've got this stunning hutch here. This is where our thermostat was, so we're probably gonna put a piece of art up there. I am so happy about this. I got this late 1800s pine kind of like corner table at a flea market for like $40, but I haven't had anywhere in the house to put it until now, so I'm really excited. And we just have like some of our alcohol on there and I love it so much. I'd like to put some photos here to just kind of like balance the height with the hutch. So yeah, I honestly love it so much. And then I painted our basement door, which if you guys remember, this door was just kind of like crusty, honestly. It was like white, but they hadn't done a full coat of paint on it, so there was like wood peeking out and it just really badly needed to be done. But anyways, I was touching up some of the paint this weekend in the house and I had a little bit left on my roller, or like in the tray, and I was like, wait, let me try and paint this door. And I just love that it's like a matte finish. I think it looks so good and like a nice little pop of color, so I did that. And then in the library, don't mind, this is just real life with 2 dogs and, you know, morning routines. We put the couch in the library because it fits just perfectly and it makes it a little bit of a cozier space. So I think I showed you guys the plants that I got, but I put this plant here. I think I'm gonna move it down and put it on a shelf, but I really like the greenery it adds. I just need to get a second one for this side. And then obviously now we're in the dining room. We still have the credenza here, which I absolutely love. Now the chairs that were in the library are in here for this to be more of our formal sitting room, because we just couldn't do it with our couch. Like there was nowhere good to put it because we have a window there, we have a window there, and then we have a door there. And yes, I have lost the battle of these chairs being for just us, because obviously we can't put a baby gate up because there's 2 entrances. So I've just accepted it, honestly. Anyways, the goal for this room is IKEA actually sells the matching love seat to this. So our goal is, I don't know which way we're gonna do it, but the goal is to put a love seat here or put the love seat here and then put the chairs here. Honestly, we kind of have to figure that part out still. I just really like the use of this space, honestly. I also just touched up the accent wall. Obviously, I need to touch up the white wall now, but it's all nice and fresh, which looks so nice. So those are kind of like most of the things that we did this weekend. That's game room where we had like Lila's crate and all that stuff. But now, and then we have our guest room put together, which is nice. This is not the finished layout. We just kind of wanted to get the furniture in here and kind of figure it out. So we have the day bed. This room gets so much sun. I love it so much. Side table. And in this corner, we have the papasan chair, and Matt has his little gaming setup here. The plan is to move the day bed into this alcove here. You can't really tell, it's so sunny, but it's just like the perfect depth for the day bed, and then have the dresser maybe like right here along this wall. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but the goal is to just get it put together because the dogs love to lay on here. So those are all the exciting updates. And then this weekend we also picked up a closet system for upstairs because we just don't really want to do a PAX right away until our floors get leveled. That will happen later this year, but there's no point in putting a closet in if our floors have to get leveled anyways. So Matt had a really smart idea. We had a gift card. He was like, let's buy one of those floating closet systems, and that way we still have a more, like a better setup for a closet. So we got one that's a 4 foot to 6 foot, and then one that's a 5 foot to 8 foot. I think we're gonna build that this weekend. So I'll start a new vlog and share that with you guys, but it'll just be a better layout than what we have now. Like what we have has worked, but it's about to honestly fall apart. So really excited about this. And like I said before, sometimes you have to spend a little bit of money to prolong a bigger project. And as we really just need a functional closet, but we can't build a PAX because we obviously need to get our floors leveled. So picked these up, which I'm excited to put them together and see if they're good. That way I can recommend them to you guys. I think both of these was about $250. So I know we haven't had sunshine in a long time. It must feel so nice for you guys to have some sun puddles. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so comfy. Where's your sissy? Update. We have a coffee. I did a little bit of work and I don't think I'm gonna leave the house today. Like I mentioned, I finished Clockwork Angel and I totally understand why everyone says they wish they could read this again for the first time. And I took my sweet ass time reading this, okay? Like I really took my time. I really wanted to like soak it in, and it was so good. Honestly, you guys don't know, this is the first book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, but there's like a whole Shadow Hunter universe. And I think I'm gonna give this book 4.25 stars. Now, I have a really hard time rating first books in a series. I really struggle with it because like, how do I rate the first book not knowing if the other books are gonna be like better or worse? Like the first book is like the foundation of the series, like in terms of rating. And so I get like really stressed out when it comes to rating the first book in a series. Cause like, what if this ends up being my favorite book in the series and it's a 5-star? Like I just get really overwhelmed when it comes to rating the first book in a series. Let's talk about what I thought about this book. So a lot of the reviews on Goodreads say that it is like the same recycled plot as City of Bones, which is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. But I decided to not listen to anyone, basically, and I'm rating the books in chronological order. So I think that there's 4 ways that you can read the Shadowhunter books. So you can do the order that like Cassandra Clare suggests, the books in order of each series, where you read like all the Mortal Instruments, then the Eldest Curses, then the Infernal Devices, then the Dark Artifices, etc. Or you could read them how they were published, which is like the first 3 books of the Mortal Instruments, Clockwork Angel, then back to Mortal Instruments, and like it kind of flip-flops. Or you can do it how I'm doing it, which is in chronological order based in the like events in each book. And because most of the books are out, or maybe all of them are out, I'm not too sure, in the whole Shadowhunter universe, I feel like a lot of people didn't do it chronologically. So a lot of people read City of Bones, which is the first book in the Mortal Instruments, first. A lot of the reviews on Goodreads are, you know, this is like the same recycled plot. It kind of gives the same vibe, same kind of characters, but for me this is like the first book I'm reading in the universe, so I feel like my opinion's a little bit different because I didn't start with City of Bones. When I first finished this, I knew it wasn't a 5-star read. There was just like something missing for me, and after I took like some time to like really think about my review and like write some notes down, I realized it was just because the middle kind of lacked a little bit for me. And so I just feel like I got really connected to the characters in the beginning and the end, but like not in the middle. Like I kind of lost that connection. And so I think that's kind of like why I gave it a 4.25, 4.5 rating. But honestly, the setting of this book was so beautiful and atmospheric. It takes place in the late 1800s in London. And I think if this story was written like in modern times, it honestly wouldn't be so good. Like I feel like the setting really does make it. I can't say for the future books because I haven't read them, but I really wish we got some of Jem and Will's POV in this book. Like, I like Tess as a character, but I really wish we'd gotten multiple POV. I think that would have made it a little bit more interesting. But I think the book was really captivating to start, and it was so good. I really just jumped into that without giving you guys any context. I feel like everyone has read these books except me though, but in case you haven't, you're introduced to our female main character Tessa, who gets a note from her brother who lives in London. And so she, you know, comes by boat, and when she gets there, she's kidnapped by the Dark Sisters, who belong to this mysterious kind of organization called the Pandemonium Club. Basically, we really quickly realize that Tessa has the ability to shapeshift and that she's wanted by like the head of the organization, and he's called the Magister. Tessa ends up escaping, which this is all in the back, by the way, I'm not spoiling anything. She ends up escaping and befriending this like found family group of shadow hunters, which are basically these warriors that are dedicated to taking down demons in the world. So you have like the shadow hunters who are taking down like kind of like the evil, and she's taken in by this group of shadow hunters. It's like very found family vibes. I loved it. Obviously a lot of world building in this, but because it's YA, it's pretty easy to understand. And so I love this universe so much. We get a bit of an introduction into a love triangle as well in this, which I'm hoping is developed in the second book. Can you guys hear these crazy dogs playing? They love the new house layout because they can just play in this formal sitting room. So they're living their best lives. Those are my thoughts on Clockwork Angel. And like I said, this morning I started Clockwork Prince, as you guys saw. I had to take a bit of a break from Manacled because honestly, it is really dark. Well, it was a little triggering, I'm not gonna lie, but also, if you guys didn't hear the news, Manacled is getting published, traditionally published, with a different name, and I'm really curious to see how they're going to do it, obviously, because they're going to have to remove all the Harry Potter elements, because the rights are obviously owned by J.K. Rowling. But that came out today? This morning the news came out that it's being published under a different name. I think it's being called Alchemized. So I'll be really curious to see, because they're going to have to change the names and everything in it. And yeah, so it'll be interesting to read that. But I did have to take a little bit of a break from it. It's a very dark book, and it's also very long. I don't know about you guys, when I'm reading like a really big book, I kind of lose steam. Like I'm at the 50% mark, and I was losing a little bit of steam. I needed to take a bit of a break. So I'm hoping to get back to that soon, but I just needed a little bit of a break from it. These dogs are itching to go for a walk, I think. That's why they're pestering me. Can I help you guys? They're both like staring at me from like, you can't see them, but maybe you can. You can see Stella. Lila, come here. Yeah, we got two dogs. We got two dogs pestering me because they probably want to go play outside. You want to go play outside? You want to go play outside? Yeah, let's go. I also need to do that today as well. I need to find some prints to put in our frames because they're empty, but I had an Amazon package come, which you guys know I try not to order from Amazon for books if I can help it, but sometimes with like indie authors, it's the only way you can get their books and support them. And if you watch the reading vlog, you would know I loved the first book. And so the second book, I can't tell if it got picked up by a publisher and it's getting traditionally published, but the release date is actually tomorrow. And somehow Amazon always sends me my pre-orders a day early. So I think it's because we're in the country. We get our Amazon packages at like 8 a.m. So anyways, I got this a day early. I'm so excited about it. The cover art is stunning. That time I got drunk and yeeted a love potion at a werewolf. I feel like I need to start this tonight, honestly. I'm really excited. Yum. All right. The sun in so long, like this just makes me so happy. It's such a beautiful day outside. It really feels like spring. It's kind of eerie a little bit, but I wanted to give you guys a thrift haul because I wanted to do a little project. I'm not sure if I'll get to do it today. Maybe I'll continue this vlog into tomorrow a little bit, but my local thrift store is like the best. It's like 50 to 70% off. And because we live in the country, I find we don't have that like city thrift store pricing like Value Village can have sometimes. So I got all this stuff for $20. Wait till you see how much I got. This first thing I'm so excited about, I don't know where I want to put it, but now that I'm like really in my rub and buff era, I love buying prints and frames that I know I can just kind of change the color out on the frame. You guys, and like the detail in this frame, I hope there's not a glare. It's a Hogwarts puzzle. It's a Hogwarts puzzle. I hope you can see that. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Literally stunning. So I thought that would look really nice maybe in the library. This, which I've been wanting one of these for so long. I think I might stain it. I haven't decided yet, but I've been looking. I literally had just been looking on Google the other day for like a peg shelf. Got my basket of goodies. I love picking up little wicker baskets and just like baskets to organize because I feel like you always need them somewhere in your house, like when we organized the credenza, and I was like, I need a basket for our playing cards. So first one I picked up was this guy. It has like a little, I don't really know what this is, like insert in it, and I only get them if they don't like smell weird or anything because they're kind of hard to wash. This really nice bowl I thought we could either use as like a centerpiece or put, I don't know, fruit in it or something, but I thought it was just really, really nice. This one's actually from Value Village. It was in my car. I think I must have gotten it like a few weeks ago, but it was $1, and I think this one will be the perfect size for the playing cards in the credenza. But yeah, I don't care if they're like mismatched colors or anything. I honestly just think it's a really great way to organize, really affordable. And I picked up this book, which you guys know I love to pick up old vintage collectible books as coffee table books and decor. I thought this one was just really pretty because it's blue and it's got a black spine there. These 2 mugs, they were 50 cents each, and like a little set. I think I'm going to save these for when we renovate the kitchen because I really want to do one of those like gold hooks or like rods with the hooks and you can like hang mugs. And these are actually Mikasa, which we have their plate sets from Costco and stuff. So this is the Mikasa. I typically don't thrift mugs anymore just because I'm like concerned about lead and stuff, but these are Mikasa, which means they're like relatively new-ish, and yeah, they're really pretty. They have really nice detailing on them. I'm sure we'll actually like use them, but I just thought they'd be really pretty for when we renovate the kitchen to like hang on a little rod or shelf. Like separators for a shelf, and as you guys know, we have corner shelves, so I thought this would just come in handy somewhere, or even like a bathroom or something. I feel like this would be good. So I picked up this stoneware. This was $1, and obviously we have so many floating shelves and areas to like decorate in the house. I also thought this would look really, really nice on this table with the matches in it, maybe. Not like actually like this, but like with the matches in it. I thought this would be really stunning. It's just, I don't really know what it is. Honestly, it looks like it could be a candle holder, but it's really pretty, and I thought maybe, kind of think that looks kind of funky, so maybe I'll put that there. And I don't really have like a specific home for these, but once again, they're just like nice to have. I usually keep all of our storage containers in a box, and then for example, like when we got the credenza and I needed some extra things to organize, I already had a bunch of wicker containers. And then the last thing I got, these remind me of something you would get at HomeSense. Honestly, they look like they might be from HomeSense, but I got these for one of the bathrooms. It's this really beautiful soap dispenser. I loved the color of it. I guess like a Q-tip container, maybe. Yeah, Q-tip. That's my thrift haul. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really love this actually with the matches in. And it probably, I don't know, I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my watch on. I don't have my Oura ring on. I don't have anything on. I feel so scatterbrained today, like rightfully so, but I hope you guys enjoyed that really chatty thrift haul. I think I want to put this in here. Matthew overtook my card section with his space games. Rude. What about on this side? Do we have room here? No. Okay. I actually think I'm gonna get rid of this puzzle. This basket is actually the perfect size for our playing cards, and then I'm just gonna stick that right in there. I really wanted to put this here in our entryway, but Matt says we shouldn't. Hey, what do you think? Like, there's nothing on this wall. Like, why not have a cute little thing here? I really want it to go here, so maybe I'll honestly do it myself. Strong, independent woman.